Hey friends, it's Heidi with Astrology. I'll be your host today as we traverse the magic of the skies, the stars, the planets, our friends up in the cosmos, and see how we can align with their magic down here on Earth. So let's get started talking some about the general vibes of January 2024, but we're going to do a deeper dive on the actual week of January 7th through 14th, day by day, after we kind of talk about the general energy of what's been happening so far in January and what we're kind of looking forward to. It's obviously Capricorn season. The sun's in Capricorn, but we have a lot more Capricorn going on than just that. So to me, we have our new moon on the 11th this week, and it's in Capricorn. And this really feels like New Year's to me. We did have New Year's Day. I'm sure a lot of us made our resolutions, started thinking about plans, what we want 2024 to look like for us. And yet maybe it was a little clunky at first because Mercury just went direct right on New Year's Day. So when it stations, there's a few wonky days, and then we start getting some traction. But with this new moon in Capricorn, new moons are the start of a lunar cycle. They're perfect times for setting intentions and having that energy of newness. And this Capricorn new moon has an extremely supportive energy for bringing our dreams into reality. These last couple of weeks, I think there's been a lot of healing. There's been some transits with Chiron and some other with Neptune, and some things coming up around possibly family, relationship that needed more of a magnifying glass put on it. And perhaps we've done that and we've let go of some things. And now we're coming up to this new moon that's extremely supportive for bringing our dreams into reality. And when we are ready for that, that means typically we have to let some things go beforehand. But let's talk about what Capricorn is in general, what energy Capricorn is, just because we're going to be we have so much with Mars there, Mercury's going there soon, the new moon and the sun all in Capricorn together. So Capricorn is all about structure, about planning ahead, about also realizing the limitations of time. It's ruled by Saturn, is like father time. We have more of a desire for success, achievement. That's very important to us now. We're more resourceful. We don't want to waste time or energy or resources. And it can be a very sobering influence, like reality time. It's things like practical undertakings, career issues, making a business plan, investments, things like that. The other thing I want to talk about, which I find fascinating, is I always look at what is termed medical astrology, or how each sign and planet represents different parts of the body. So Capricorn and Saturn represent, like I said, time. They also represent the masculine, father, and also in the body, the skeleton, the bones, the teeth, the structure. And when I think about this new moon in Capricorn and all of the rest of the month with that energy held there, and it being that first month of the year and the new month, the first month of the new year, we're thinking of structure. How do we want to structure our lives for 2024? What are the bones of our life? I mean, are we strong in relationship? Are we strong in our health practices? Are we strong at work? Are we strong in money? In family? Capricorn also rules tradition in the family structure. So there's this idea of, is our foundation strong? The foundation of all these plans, the foundation of our relationships, our health, our business, all the things. And so that will be the focus of getting that structure right. And what's also important in building a foundation, strength, but also on a more energetic level, soul level, is authenticity. Capricorn does not like falseness. It wants the truth. It wants authenticity. It wants what's real, what it can depend on, what is stable and real. And if we're feeling that there's things that are not authentic in relationship, in business, in all the areas that aren't authentic for us, they may need to go. Or they're almost like being more highlighted now, because Capricorn wants what's stable, true, long-lasting, and authentic for you. And remember, this is not about looking around right now and comparing yourself to others and what others have and don't have, and how you're better or worse, or how you need to do that because that person's doing that. Capricorn wants authenticity for you, your soul level, your foundation, your nugget of truth inside your heart, inside your soul. That's what you should be honoring, because if you're trying to build something on someone else's expectations, beliefs, opinions, ideas of success, all of that, then it's not yours. It's not authentically yours. So let's think of all this as the bones of our dreams, what we want to be building from, a place of solidarity, not just our whims, but things that are really solid from within us. It's about getting real with ourselves and getting real with others and bringing value into your life. Okay. All right. So we've been in Sagittarius around the holidays. That's party, expansive. Let's have fun. Let's get together. Let's do the things. And Capricorn comes in like the father and says, let's get back down to business. And that's kind of the energy we're going into. Let's start with the actual week of the 7th. The 7th is the moon in Scorpio until about 4:08 p.m. Eastern time. We'll go into the Sagittarius moon. So we're in a little bit of a resting vibe with Scorpio. It's deep water vibes, deep emotions. We may be a little emotional and triggery today perhaps, but nothing huge happening on the 7th. When we roll into the 8th, we have Mercury square Neptune, the moon's in Sag. Okay, so at this time, there may be a little bit of, we're wanting to kind of go strong into Monday, the work week, but there's going to be a little bit of confusion in communication, but there's also going to be a rise in creative ideas. So we may not be able to be very clear and concise, but there is some stimulation around thought, ideas, creativity. Our dreams may be more vibrant as well. Heading into the 9th, this is more of a like great work day. This is like what you want Monday to feel like, because Mars is sextiling Saturn. Mars is the planet of action, and Saturn likes to get things done. And here we have also the sun trining Uranus. When we have these two working together, it's like we want to get things done. We're making progress. We're creating our reality. And we're also going to be embracing some different ideas and some change. When Uranus comes in like this with the sun, there's going to be some good surprises. And it's up to us to have kind of this willingness to do things a little differently, to say yes to maybe invites or ideas that you weren't expecting. So being willing to step out of the box a little bit. You'll be supported in that on the 9th. The 10th, we walk into moon in Capricorn. So another great work day. We might have some tension between our own identity and how we're working hard to achieve our own authentic path because the sun is square the north node. Nothing huge there though that I'm feeling that day. Mostly it's just another good work day with Capricorn. And then we're going to flow into the big new moon day, which is new moon in Capricorn. Here we want to set intention. We want to be really open to how we want the next 6 months of our Capricorn slice of life to look, which is work. And like we're talking about the foundational things in our lives, our relationships, our finances, what we want to achieve, because that full moon in June will be the wrapping up of the 6 months of that Capricorn cycle. So here you want to just take some time on the 11th to think about what you want to see in the next 6 months. But of course, this first lunar cycle, as far as progress in your work, progress even maybe at home, maybe there's some remodeling type projects you want to do, expansion around the home, something with finances, anything around those things that you want to accomplish. Be meditating, thinking, writing about what those things could be for you. All right, so now we're heading into the weekend. Friday, Mars trine Jupiter, the moon is in Aquarius, decisive action, confidence, boldness. This trine Jupiter means action, trined, or helped out with expansion. So there's going to be a lot that you can get done on the 12th, wrapping up your work week. And then we're going to head into the 13th. The 13th, Saturday, I feel like is an interesting day. I'm going to call that an audit day. I think that's a day that we need to chill a little bit, look back on the last 2 weeks since New Year's Day. We've just set our new moon intentions. Where are our thoughts, our feelings around our money, our security, our business, and the ideas of commitment? Because here we have Mercury entering Capricorn until February 5th. So it's just a short stay, but that means we now have the sun, the new moon, Mars, and now Mercury in Capricorn. However, it's a void moon from 4:59 a.m. until 10:30 p.m. So we don't want to sign any major documents. We don't want to make any major huge. We want to be almost in this audit state of review around Capricorn themes. Think of what you want to audit and look at in your life. How are you doing with finances? How are you doing with your business plan? What's the calendar ahead look like for you? And start thinking about how you want to kind of move those pieces around in your life to set yourself up for success and put those plans into place. The next day is kind of a chill day with the moon in Pisces on that Sunday. There's nothing major hitting then. We're still kind of coming out of the new moon and getting our traction around what we want for that next lunar cycle. Focus on health and structure, authenticity, stability, security, and understanding that these focus now is just about helping you to become authentically where your joy is, what your soul purpose is, what your destiny is, to get in touch with that authentic place, because that's where the foundation has to start, is authentically you. So how can you structure your life to make room for flexibility, to make room for freedom, to make room for fun, so that you can have that balance? Because the only, let's say, negative side of all this Capricorn energy is too much work and no play. We have to remember that it is our creative life and our flexible life and our juicy life that feeds into business ideas, right? That feeds into our accomplishments and our work. And if it's all work and no play, well, the tank runs out. And then we lose the joy in what we're meant to do on this planet. So don't remember to have a little fun during all of this Capricorn stuff. Have fun planning and have fun relaxing. Okay. Until next time, you all, we'll talk again on January 15th to talk about that week ahead. So good luck with your planning, your building, and your play, and Happy New Year. Until next time.